steelworks, and it's wobbling all over the place and it won't get there.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Speed Without Engine, the place where fast-paced action meets pure fun. Get ready for some sick designs, crazy crashes, and tons of laughs. Let's go.
Which is modelled on a Bentley, not the kind of Bentley you see in various Premier League car parks during the course of the season. Down they go, then four at the piston, which is the first one over, and you've got to make sure you hang on if you're in the back. Others. It looks fast so far, though. It looks smooth as well as they approach steelworks, which certainly get to navigate, which poses no problem whatsoever. Now the bone rattler, which does just what it says on the tin. Crowd roaring on. Nobility scooter over the factory. There's the smoke. It looks like a good time. Can they hold it together? No, they can't. It's a right royal mess up right at the end of the run, but it was very, very fast on the way down. Nobility scooter, but it all came to grief right at the very end. To build this particular soapbox, I'm not sure, though, whether they've tested it over the kind of ramps they're going to see. 420 metres. There's the first slice of bread. No problem there. Bales were just waiting to be hit, and they couldn't miss it. He knows straight away. Look at the look on his face. He knows he's in bother at this stage of the run. Toaster about to go over the steelworks, and it's wobbling all over the place, and it won't get there. It was wide, and it was wobbly, and they just couldn't avoid the hay bale. It was too wide, too awkward, and on its side. And he's waving to the crowd to start with. And he's over the piston. It's working okay. Over steelworks and still in. Just made it that he'd got to be very accurate there through the island. There's the bone shaker. He's okay through. As often you see with the wider soapboxes, they're just so difficult to get out of gas, isn't it? Will he get over the factory? Just about, and then he's lost it right at the end. He went over the factory. He'd lost control of it. There was no way back. The only thing that was waiting for that soapbox. And I've always got slight reservations when I see a soapbox of this kind of shape as to whether it's going to be strong to make it down from top to bottom. That front right wheel already looks a little bit better. A handlebar steering system too, which might well be okay. We'll just wait and see. Over the steelworks, down and still picking up speed, and the wheel, there you go. Well, you could see it, couldn't you? So early in the run. There was no way that I, for one, have got to say, I'm not surprised by that at all. Look at this, the bone rattler, it's all right there and then gone. Braking badly. Zoom and no broom. We've seen one or two very quick runs here today. This one certainly looks the part, it's gone flat right over the finish. That was a really impressive run by the Lancashire Witch. Nice and quick, not easy to control this one. Now steelworks, no problem there, nice and straight, nice and fluid. One or two pieces of this soapbox. Now we've got bone rattler, which has been a leveller so far today, but not this time, even though we lose. Nice and spectacular. That one might well find itself in the front. Here's the factory. Over the factory and straight as well, and it's quick and it looks the part, and that might well be one of the... Gets the big push off, and it was snaking already at the start, which might be a... Looks quick though, doesn't it? Straight into stride. In the section as they move towards steelworks, but every time it gets quick, it starts to wobble at the front. Oh, they've lost it altogether! And that's why we've got it today. They were starting to lose it there and never got it back again. And it was all on. But it's the kind of day where you do everything you can to finish. Let's not let us spill the bodywork which came off. You can see the design there over the factory. Oh, he's going to go again! That's even worse than before. He can only see out of one eye for a start, which can't be helping, but they just got no control over that soapbox at all. And there's the spectacular start. There we center of gravity, the streamlined soapbox. This one looks the assistance of the straw bales. That's a really good run from S-Team. Let's mix, which is extremely steep and does allow soapboxes like this to pick up a ton of speed on the scene at the top part of the course up to now. Here's the bone rattler, no problem over there. A little bit gathers speed and picks up towards the factory, flies over there spectacularly, and then skids to a hole. So down they go, lined. So many different soapboxes on view today. Over the first, though, as you can see, it's starting to get quicker all the time. He might actually want those goggles on, they might help him. This is where it starts to get interesting. The soapbox starts to fall apart. The bone rattler helped captains of GINDUSTRY with the factory to go, and he managed to stay in the back. Had time to punch the air, and they couldn't stay in the vehicle at the finish, could they? He changed the design. Whether that pays off today, we will wait and see. And again, it's quite a hard drive. The lower soapboxes today have had slightly better fortune coming down this particular speed, though. Just the one wheel at the front, and it started to go, and he won't stop it from there. With all the... Well, you've got to give him 10 out of 10 for effort. And he might need a bit of a push just to get it started again. There's not much left of one side of it, so he's going to have to be careful from here. Over still going towards the bone rattler, which could be a real problem. He's got to get, look at it now. There's hardly anything left of it. Well, he's going to carry on as best as, wouldn't it? Fantastic. Here's the factory. Hold your breath, fingers crossed. Over he goes. Can he get to the finish line? He can, and then he's got into the bales at the end. Not the best of starts, certainly not the best. Oh, the wheels have gone already. Oh, dear. They didn't really make it past the piston, did they? And the wheels, the front wheels, just completely went. All that hard work. And you can see the disappointment on Batman's face. He'll put a brave face on it. I had so many high hopes for this one. So down goes the 18 wagon with Christian. All of a sudden it becomes the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard. So that's going to impress the judges. It's all of to start with, then the General Lee, and they cross the line pretty quick, doesn't it? With the B.A. Baracus Mohican, obviously for the 18 bit. Now it becomes the DeLore. Around the island it goes. Richie at the front, Christian at the back. It looks a good ride, this, over the bone rattler. This looks as quick as anything we've seen today. Safely over there, never moved a muscle. And from Back to the Future. Fantastic run from the Absolute Radio team. It was quick, it was effective, and we saw 3 vehicles in one. And we will see whether they can be as spectacular as they were as the Coffin Dodgers. So TUTENSKA on the way down. And it's a slightly different design with those wheels leading to some speed at the top of the course. Over steelworks, landing okay, but just starting to... And they're getting slightly bad here, are they? Oh, look at that! Well, it all went wrong a few bones, didn't it? Look at that, the front wheels start to wobble. Down it goes on the front right, they can't hold it. And they slide down. Everybody's okay, but it's not the finish that TUTENSKA were looking for. One of the most spectacular... Well, let's hope this run down the circuit doesn't... The performance did. Oh, thought it might go nose first there. Charlotte dumbed down here, which just has him wobbling a little bit. There's a little piece of it gone. Rattler, lots of speed into the bone rattler. No thought of touching the brakes. Oh, he's got nose first again. He's lost most of it. This is where it all started to go wrong. The bone rattler, the circuit, brilliant driving. Here's the foul. Oh, he's lost it on the factory. It's still going, is it? No, he nearly got there. It far too much. That we've seen here at Alexandra Palace this year. If the look of the soapbox is special, let's see what it's like in practical terms. It's quite a swiftly see. Past the bull's head, it seems to lift up at just the right time, doesn't it? On the soapbox in general, it would appear. Here's the bone rattler then. And okay through there, although a mechanical bull. And a very spectacular way to finish the rundown. The bull still snorting, and this thing flying down the circuit. Didn't go over the handlebars, really good run. Can he stop it? Oh! Bally. To build the soapbox, and they do tell us they're born to perform, so we'll wait and see. By this 20,000 plus crowd here at Alexandra Palace, a bit wobbly there, and it's gone. Driver's eyes, you can see the steering wheel wobbling all over the place, and he just couldn't keep it in a straight line their way. Still on after steel work. Let's face a picture of concentration now, because he's got everything on just to keep this soapbox in a straight line, but still hanging on that front wheel over the factory. There's the smoke, and they'll see the finish line. It won't be a winning time, but they certainly themselves down and get down to the finish as quickly and as effectively as the Absolute Radio team. Down it goes with the piston to start with, and a bit of air over the piston too. as well, which was spectacular. Lots and lots of speed to this one, I've got to say. Seems difficult to control, and right at that on the way down. So much speed at this particular part of the run. If they can see just how difficult this particular soapbox is to steer. And there's the bone rattler, they lose a bit more, and he's off to the straw. Keep the momentum going and keep it straight. They are going to try and get down to the finish, as all the teams like to do today. The factory to negotiate too. There's the final piece of the sides gone. Yeah, having walked it before it started today, not having the courage to actually jump into one of these soapboxes. And, but they certainly gave us plenty to... Big push off from the rest of the team. The police chase KART, KAPONE, and they're off and running. Well, the door didn't last very long, did it? There's a little bit of a chicane. No problem for Steelworks. That wide axle, which again, it's got slightly bigger wheels than some of the soapboxes that we've seen. The crowd loving it here today. Might be slightly too early to celebrate, might not be. Here we go over factory, and the wheels stay the brakes, boys. Alternative ways to stop here at Alexandra Palace. Comes off, but that was a nice run. Really quick finish, and that's how you stop them in a hurry. And let's see what Dick Dastardly and his crew can do here. The steampunk mean machine is over pit. This is moving towards the steepest section of this course, and they get some real air over. It's quick, this one, isn't it? Bone Rattler, a little bit of a double hit over Bone Rattler, which made it thought he might lose it for a moment. Over factory, one-handed through there for a spell, and he skids it across the... Oh, he's rolled it! Slightly overconfident at the end, didn't he? What a spectacular... So that's the last car of the day, Tim. Who's going away with the prize? Up to that remains to be seen. The low centre of gravity, the pointed nose, and already over piston to start off with. Stages could be about whether this one's strong enough. Oh, well, there's the answer straight away. Axle just wasn't quite strong enough, was it, for Apollo? And the wheels now finding it very difficult to turn. Here's the Bone Rattler, which might well finish this one off. In fact, there you go. The writing was on the wall. And that's the end of that run, as far as they're concerned. It did turn out that they did have a problem. 420 metres, over the 4 obstacles, and down to the finish line. Will those struts for the run down? Certainly strong enough for the piston, which kicks it all. Aerodynamic position at the front with those handlebars to steer. It's absolutely flying down the track, this. The Bone Rattler, and it's still going strong. Tremendous improvement. What danger will the factory pose? Not at all. It holds together. They lose a small piece at the end. They get over the finish line. Not the tidiest of...